I have zero trading experience and I suck at math. Can I be a successful trader? Where do I start? David Jaffe with beststockstrategy.com, where I earn around $1 million a year by trading options, and I teach my students how to be successful traders, and all of them learn the necessary skills how to make money in the stock market. So the reality is that when you're just starting out, if you have some negative beliefs that you think that you're bad at math or you don't have any trading experience, it's actually quite simple to learn the methodology. What you have to do first and foremost is forget everything that you heard about the stock market and limit the amount of information that you take in. If you only have one or two informational sources, it's much easier because you're mitigating the chances that you're going to be overwhelmed. The second thing is you need to evaluate how large your account size is and therefore how many securities you're going to track. So for example, if you have under $15,000, you should only have trades on at one time on a maximum of 2 securities, preferably 1. So if you're only making trades in 1 security, it makes it incredibly easy. And your watch list, which means the universe of stocks that you're actually going to be placing trades on, should only consist of around 7 or 8 stocks at most. I have a multi-million-dollar account and I only have trades on around 5 securities at all times. These are actually the securities that I trade. You can use these as well. So Facebook, Amazon, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and then I usually have a trade on either in Raytheon, Goldman Sachs, a gaming stock like Activision or Take-Two Interactive, and PayPal. I'm sure that you've heard of almost all of these companies like Facebook, Amazon, Boeing, you've ridden in their airplanes, Lockheed Martin, which is the defense contractor, etc. The point is you want to keep things incredibly simple. I make around $1 million a year and I make the same trade like 80% of the time. And realize that whether you're good at math or whether you have any trading experience, after a while, when you do something enough, it's going to become second nature. You're not even going to think about it. This isn't a question based upon skill or intelligence or information. This is something you can be successful at trading by simply being disciplined and making good decisions. I want to repeat that. Whether you're good at math or have any experience is completely, it doesn't matter. It's completely negligible in the final outcome of whether you're going to be a successful and profitable trader. The only thing that matters is making good decisions and being disciplined. And that's something that you can learn with experience, with reps, meaning like with, the more trades you make, the more times you limit the mistakes that you make, then you're going to be successful. And I just want to quickly break down the process to try to keep it as simple as possible so that you realize that this isn't a game of intelligence or calculating probabilities in your head or anything like that. All it is just simply getting comfortable, being disciplined, minimizing your mistakes, and repeating the same thing over and over. And actually, the funny thing is, my female traders are way better than my male traders because my male traders, they misattribute probability towards skill and they take on too much risk. So a lot of my best traders and my best students are actually female because they respect the negative outcome more than the male students, and they take a lot less unnecessary risk. So let's say I'm someone who has zero trading experience and I'm not good at math, and my account size is $10,000. This is what I would do. I would simply create a watch list of, let's say, 10 stocks, all right? I'd have Facebook, Amazon, Boeing, Lockheed, Raytheon, Goldman, Activision, TTWO, and PayPal on my watch list. Then I would choose of these, I would have positions on 1 or 2 at one time. So for Facebook, right now it's trading at around $175. I would look at the trading range over the past month or two. I would see that over the past month, it's been trading at a range of around $170 to $180. I would simply wait until it falls to the low end of the range at around 172, and then I would sell a naked put with a strike price of around $158. If a lot of this terminology that I'm using doesn't make sense to you right now, like strike price and puts and things like that, then you can click on one of my other videos which will provide you with a full tutorial on how to trade options. But that trade that I outlined for you has a statistical probability of being profitable around 95% of the time. And once you understand that trade that I just outlined, you can literally make 50% every single year by just simply hitting singles and replicating that trade every single time. So what I would do is once you have that trade and you make that trade, you don't have to read any articles or do any research or read 10Ks or 10Qs or annual report, because this is not an information game. This is a decision-making game. You can read and go on seekingalpha.com and try to educate yourself and look for confirmation bias so that you can feel better about yourself for making that trade. But the reality is that all those people who are reading those articles, they're not helping themselves be profitable traders. Instead, what they're doing is they're mitigating their anxiety and they're mitigating their fear and they're looking for validation. They're not looking for truth. So reading those articles does not help you at all, which is why you don't have to do it, which makes it incredibly simple. So if you have no experience, open up a brokerage account. You can use Tastyworks or E-Trade or Interactive Brokers or anything like that. Watch a few videos on, or you can call their customer support so you can learn how to actually place the trade. They're gonna charge you for each trade that you make, so they definitely have educational videos on how to actually enter these trades. I make every single trade from my phone. I never use the desktop software, and I'm making the same trade all the time. I use a very basic app. I don't look at charts or anything like that. Although I guess I do look at charts to get a sense of the trading range. But after you get comfortable with the trading range of these like 5 or 10 securities, you're gonna know like pretty much where they're trading at. So these are stocks that you already know: Facebook, Amazon, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, etc. You get comfortable, like right now, Facebook's trading around 175, Amazon's trading at around 2,000. Boeing, I think, is trading at around $345. Lockheed is trading around 325. RTN's around 200. Goldman, I haven't traded in a while, but I think it's around like 235. PayPal's around 90. TTWO is around 130, and Activision is around $70. I just quoted all of these as of September 1st. And if you want to look them up, tell me how right I am, because I just quoted this off the top of my head and I can tell you the trading range of all of them. That is not skill. I'm not special. The point is that when you look at something enough and you do something enough, it becomes super easy. I don't even have to think about it. And that's why, even though you have zero trading experience and you think that you're bad at math and you got a D and in trigonometry or calculus, that stuff doesn't mean shit. Those are just negative thoughts that are holding you back, that are hindering you from accomplishing and achieving your potential and your goal. The reality is, keep it extremely simple. You don't have to research anything. You don't have to read any articles. You're just making the same trade over and over, keeping it very simple, and you are going to get paid and be a profitable trader as long as you're disciplined and make good decisions. And that is what I teach all of my students to do. Go to beststockstrategy.com, enter in your email. You'll receive $400 worth of free training and free information. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video and to this channel. Leave a comment below. I answer every single one of my comments. I am glad to help you. It's actually very selfish for me to help you, because being of service to other people makes me feel better about myself. If you want to maximize your returns while minimizing your mistakes, you can sign up for the real-time trade alerts. I do believe that it's the only legitimate real-time trade alerts product available. And I also believe that I'm one of the best traders in the world, because I'm OCD and fanatical about being the best trader possible. So go to beststockstrategy.com. If you have any questions, let me know. And thank you for your attention.